Platinum success in America, they have returned with Mixed Up, titled supposed to reflect their state of mind at this time and our state of mind all the time. This is not an album of new material, but a collection of remixes with a few unreleased tracks thrown in for some good measure. According to Robert Smith, the result is that The Cure's old back catalogue suddenly sounds very 90s. Whatever that means, The Cure for Rapido.
Never Enough is the only new song on Mixed Up, but Robert Smith is quick to defend The Cure from charges of shortchanging the fans.
The whole thing really just stemmed from the idea of us re-releasing some of the old 12 inches on an album, and Cure fans not having to pay through the nose for collectible records. As it's ended up, most of the old 12 inches aren't on the album, so we haven't succeeded in our primary aim. But along the way, we've realised that we could do an awful lot more with something like this than we initially thought we could. So we farmed out old stuff to new people.
Mixed Up, their 13th album since forming in 1977, sees The Cure producing a dance album with old Cure tracks, including A Forest and The Walk, both re-recorded from scratch.
The only problem that I can see with the Mixed Up album and Cure fans, I suppose whatever they are, whoever they are, is that they'll prejudge it because there's no real precedent, because no one's done this before. I think everyone should listen to it at least once before they make up their minds, because the only reason that we ever do anything, the only reason that anything ever gets released by The Cure is that it's musically very good, or we think it's very good.
The Cure's recording career has always been for surprises, though, some of them wiser than others.
The only thing I can see, which I'm beginning to see in retrospect, is that after we did the Pornography album, like 8 years ago or whatever, we followed it up with 3 of the most stupid songs we've ever done, like real, banal pop. And after something like Disintegration last year, I think we would have been forced into doing something, just internally, we would have been forced into doing something pretty superficial, and this has actually taken care of that side of the group.
Appearing at over 13 major festivals this past summer with audiences of up to 100,000, the band has rediscovered the joys of life on the road.
We met an awful lot of nice Americans on the last American tour. Far more nice Americans than I ever thought there were in the whole world. And the audiences, for the first time ever, sort of listened to what we were doing rather than just screamed.
And who can blame them for screaming? But Robert Smith can't consider packing it in when he finds the competition so monotonous.
Everyone uses the same beat at the moment. That's what's wrong with it. You sort of know. The other things like the inevitable rap halfway through every dance song. I mean, I said years ago that I hated rap before it was invented, and I feel like it's more justified in saying it now. It's like, it is, without question, I've never thought that country and western would be bettered in the tedious stakes, but rap music has out there. I mean, it's won by a mile.
We were talking about